This ain't gonna be a recipe video, it's a demonstration video, just demonstrating the technique, not showing you a recipe. Hey, welcome to Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. I'm Big Lou, and let me tell you what I got going on for you. I'm going to be cooking on my Oklahoma Joe's Blackjack Kettle grill. I really like that grill. I especially like it with my charcoal manager from Oklahoma Joe's. It just kind of makes it a more versatile and better grill. It's a good grill, but it's not a perfect grill. I really like a lot of things about it. Not a perfect grill, but the Oklahoma Joe's charcoal manager makes it a much better grill. I'm talking more about that in a minute. Look, I'm gonna be doing individualized ribs, and that's when you take baby backs, usually baby backs. You know why you take baby backs? Because baby backs are cut right from the top of the pork loin, and so baby backs taste like pork chops. Spare ribs, they come, from further down, getting close to the belly. They taste a little more like bacon, kinda. But there's a tougher meat, and it's got to be cooked slower. But you can kind of take, how you can grill pork chops directly. Yeah, they got to chew to them and a bite to them. They're not fall off the bone like whatever. But you can kind of treat baby back ribs like you would pork chops. So there's this thing, party ribs, where people cut the ribs up into individual pieces and cook them. And I've seen a lot of people cooking them on kettle grills, the infamous black or whatever color Weber kettle grill with a device called a Vortex. This is my Vortex, it's the large. It doesn't fit my Weber or my Oklahoma Joe very well without a specialized grate with a big hole in it because it's a little bit large and goes over the top of the grate. I use this in my drum smoker and I use this in my Old Smoky. Not gonna be using that. I've seen people do make these individualized ribs with their kettle grill with a device called a slow and sear. That's what this is. You put this on one side and it heats up the other side pretty well. They look good too. Saw Heath Riles do this with the two Weber baskets on his Weber, and he mashed the two Weber baskets together in the center. And I said, that's pretty much like what my Oklahoma Joe's charcoal manager is. That's this device right here. I really like it. Really makes that Blackjack kettle grill a more versatile and more useful, more practical, and more enjoyable grill. If I had one of those Oklahoma Joe's Bronco drum smokers, I'd probably use this when I had it set up in grilling mode. Don't know if I'd use it in smoking mode, but I really like this device. It's gonna be in the center. Cooked some wings on it the other week, made a video short about that. Anyway, I got a chimney of charcoal heating up. Let me show you the ribs. So I walked into my grocery store the other day on Wednesday. It's a local grocery store here in West Louisiana and Southwest East Texas. And they'll do these ribs and they'll cut them up for you already. They don't remove the membrane and they'll season them for you. And so I was in there and I said, all right, and it's a Wednesday because I get the senior discount now. I'm really not supposed to get the senior discount till November when I turn 55. But I think the lady that works there likes me or something, and she goes ahead and gives me the senior discount, so I get like 5% off. Anyway, they were $13.43, already seasoned up with Richards. Yeah, that's Richards. That's how you pronounce that. Richard, man, Richard. Now you don't pronounce that Richard. It's a Richard. All right, and there was this pack too, and I didn't buy it. I said, well, that one's seasoned up. It's kind of puny. They wanted $12.40 for it. I said, nah. Then today, I said, it's Saturday, I'm gonna cook those ribs I bought on Wednesday. I walk in there, lo and behold, reduced for quick sale, $6.73. So these are seasoned up too. So I ain't gotta do nothing. I'm just gonna heat up charcoal, take these out of the pack, set them on the grill. They're already seasoned and been seasoned for days, so that ought to be a good marinade. Riles, when he used a charcoal basket, and other people I've seen use to do this, use a aluminum pan or something and wrap them up at the end so they braise in a sauce. I'm gonna use either a skillet or a Dutch oven or something. I'm gonna use cast iron. I'm gonna be trying out a new sauce. This is that I've never tried before. It's called Gourmet Road. It ain't cheap. Yeah, that says $10.99 on it. original Louisiana style barbecue sauce. Made with pride in Lafayette, Louisiana. From Karen Crow, which is outside of Lafayette. You can check them out, Gourmet, gourmetrdsauce.com. Look, it's not sponsored. I bought this. I'm not real sure what a Louisiana style barbecue sauce is. I know what Cajun style is. I thought that might be what that is. Cajun style is chunky. It's got little bits of onion and bell pepper and celery and stuff in there. It's kind of chunky, man. I like, okay, you've seen me use pork steaks on it. I'm not real sure what this is. Got a wax top on it like that Maker's Mark whiskey brand or whatever. Anyway, we're gonna braise it in this. I've talked too much, 5 minutes, 33 seconds for something that ain't a recipe video. But hey, my coals are about ready. Let's go. All right, this was the last of the bag of Royal Oak lump. I'm gonna drop that charcoal manager down like that and just, whoa, man. It got stuck, there we go. That got stuck. That wasn't supposed to happen like that. That thing's supposed to, bottom's supposed to drop out of this when you hit that lever, and it got stuck. Singed the hair on my arms, man, look at that. Woo, that's what makes it fun. All right, I spread them out a little bit in the center with these things here so I could get them going the way I wanted. Put the grate on. I'm gonna shut them down a little bit. Let the lid get hot, and then we'll put the ribs on. Modern barbecue vernacular is different than the way it was when I grew up in the South. When I grew up, low and slow was called barbecue. Up here would have been called fire roasting, and of course that would have been grilling. But now, they call what I used to call barbecue smoking. And, you know, I want to fire roast these things. I want these things around 275 to 325. Yeah, I'm shooting for around 300. All right, it's above 275. Let's get these on here, just like that. Open them up real easy because they're already prepped, you know. Actually, the membrane's not off. If I'd done it myself, I'd have cut the membrane off. And I'm just gonna stick them around like this, around the outside of this charcoal manager. So, here we go. Try to put the bone side in, but if I don't, I don't. Kind of treat them like chicken wings, but they're gonna take about an hour. Cook them a little slower than I would chicken wings. And, you know, some of them are bigger than others, so some may be ready before the others. We're gonna braise them at the end. Look at that little bitty silly thing. Guess it's a rib bone though. All right, now for the one, these are smaller. This is the one that expires today. So if I don't freeze or cook them by the day and then I eat them later, I automatically die because they automatically go bad at midnight tonight, just like Cinderella and her pumpkin carriage. I mean, that's how dates work on things. I think that little one needs to go behind this big one here. Yep. All right, you see the point. I'll show you what it looks like when they're all on here. All right, both packs of both racks are on here. I might should have used my Vortex grate because it doesn't have handles in the way, and I'd had a little bit more space over here. But they're all there. Let's shut them down and let them go. We'll check on them in a little bit. Oops, I forgot to do something. Get some of these pecan chips in here. Some people pronounce this pecans. Let me tell you something. I don't want your pecans anywhere near my food. That's just unsanitary. All right, this is pecan chips. That's how we pronounce it around here. Pecan. Put a lot in there. That one won't fall through the grate. It can sit there and burn. Woo, that's hot, man. Woo! All right, just got past 275. Temperature's beginning to climb. Your top fin is the brake. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that on right like that. And I'm gonna go ahead. This is the accelerator. So I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Right down there. And let off the gas a little bit. And then once it comes back down, I can let off the brake. Just the amount of time it took to rub pecan oil on my Dutch oven. got the temperature going back down. So we'll let our foot off the brake. And then if we need to add gas, I'll adjust that later. That's the way to think of a kettle grill or a drum smoker. Your bottom vent, that's your accelerator. Your top vent, that's your brake. Well, I'm about 25 minutes into this cook. I got it steady at 300. That's about where I want it. I've left that open and that thing shut down. Let's take a look at it. Oh, I wish you could smell them. I wish you could smell them. They smell like that one here is a little too close to the nasty edge of the thing. We're gonna move it. Yeah, they're getting hot, they're looking good. Just let them go. They're still gonna be a little tough. And if I'd done it myself, I would have sure removed the membrane. You see that? Yeah. But oh well, I didn't have to because they cut them and we're just gonna run with it like it is. We're about 55 minutes in and this thing has stayed steady at 300 since I made those adjustments earlier and then opened them back up. Come out a little bit. I am 55 minutes into this cook, almost 55 minutes into this cook, not quite an hour. Whew, they're looking good. All right, let's take a look at the big one. 174, 175, but you know what? It does feel real tender. Of course, got that membrane on there, but small ones, 175, 170. You know what? That's about where we are. 169, 170. Big one. That one's kind of weird. 188, 190. It's real close to the thing though. 182. So you know what? Almost an hour in. I would say between 170 and 185 for everything. At the highest, most things around 175, 170, 175. That's 169. So get a little deeper in there. 161. It's kind of behind everything. Kind of move this little one right here. 160 something. That's probably the lowest one. It's furthest away from the vent. Looks like these over here by the vent were running a little hotter. Maybe I could have turned the grill grate or something. You know, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go, and yeah, that's hot. I'm gonna turn them like that. Let them go another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll sauce them. I'm gonna go ahead and get my pot hot though. Well, we'll wait. Yeah, let's get it hot. All right, hour and 10 minutes in. I could cook these on a weeknight. I tell you what, even though it's Saturday, I could cook them on a weeknight. All right, I'm gonna open up this fancy smancy Louisiana style barbecue sauce. I've been in Louisiana all my life. I know what Cajun style barbecue sauce is. Sometimes I refer to that as Louisiana barbecue sauce, but I'm not real sure what Louisiana barbecue sauce is. I know what Alabama white sauce is. I know what Kansas City style sauce is. I know what North Carolina sauce is. Not too sure. There's a little tab here. Pull that. Get the wax cap off. All right. So it's wax dipped. Oops. Throw that away in a minute. All right, I'm gonna shake it up. And I pour some in the bottom of this pot. You can hear it sizzling already. Just a little layer. Now, I might not ought to put that on it. That thing won't stay out my way. All right, I'm gonna get some of these in here, and I think I'm gonna get the bigger ones on the bottom actually, you know? Where's that other big one? That big one right there. And get them in this sauce. Here's a big one. It's tender. Tender now. I can eat these now. I don't think I have to braise them. But anyway, you see, I'm getting them all in the pot. Well, I'm so sorry you missed it. I put some sausages on the grill. We're 90 minutes into this thing. And I was putting the deals in here. And what I did, once I got all the ribs in there, look, I'm just a fella having fun with food fire and a phone camera in my backyard. I'm not like a serious YouTuber. I put about, In total, I used about half this bottle. So I put all the ribs in there, poured that on top of them, but my phone died. Had to charge it up a bit. Let's show you what these things look like braising. I did stir them around a little bit, and I'll stir them around again. But I think these things are ready. And I'm gonna pull them off of here and put some on a plate and come back out real quick and give you a taste test. Move my sausages over the coals that are dying out. Oh yeah, these are gonna be good. All right, the sun's setting, the battery's gonna die on my cell phone camera. I got one little rib. I forgot to put my hat on. I got hat hair. And I don't want to get any barbecue sauce on my new zebra shirt. Just went to the concert last weekend. All right, I did kind of taste that sauce because I licked my fingers. You know what? That's more tender than the pork chop. Not as tender as fall off the bone ribs, but generally baby backs don't get like that anyway. That's spare ribs, you'll do that. That's pretty good. And that Louisiana style barbecue sauce, first time I've ever had it. I'm not sure, I think it might have cane syrup in it. Not too sweet, got a little spice to it. Different than Cajun sauce, y'all. You can see I can't stop eating this. That's ribs done in about 90 minutes of cook time. I need a title for this video. I think I'm gonna call these weeknight ribs, even though it's Saturday. I could cook these after work on a weeknight. Get them chopped up, seasoned or marinated in some buttermilk. Might make them more tender. Yeah, it's that membrane I just ripped off. If I prepared it myself, I'd pull off the membrane. That's really good. Really, really good. And I like that gourmet sauce. Hey, thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. I got some corn, black beans, potato salad. Got some sausages going to get ready here soon. I'm gonna go eat. Thanks for watching. Hey, sun's even setting more. That's west, by the way. That's Texas. You're looking over there, about 13, 14 miles. That's Texas. My kids just ate it. My 22-year-old, my 18-year-old, they said yum. They absolutely loved them braised in that Dutch oven like that. And that barbecue sauce, they're very happy with them. And my son, who likes tender ribs, said they're plenty tender for baby backs. 90 minutes, weekday ribs. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue.